Hello, I'm Deb Jeter. I've been coming to Holtorf Medical Group since 2007. I was 51 years old, going through some severe menopausal issues, hot flashes, night sweats. The doctor that I was seeing at the time suggested that I take a drug called Prempro. And she said that that would take about 8 weeks to kick in, but it should relieve me of any hot flashes and a lot of the symptoms. Okay, fine, I take it. Nothing. Literally on the day of 8 weeks, I was awakened by severe vomiting, severe headache, diarrhea, shakes. I was on the floor, so sick. The next morning, I was able to call the front desk. They had an ambulance sent up for me, took me down the mountain, took me into the hospital, ran all kinds of tests, and I was in just such severe pain. My head, I thought, was going to explode. I was literally pulling my hair to think that I was going to give it room. It was so severe. They put me on morphine, Dilaudid, I think it was, something to calm me, and couldn't find anything wrong with me. So they decided that it was stress. But this was a very common thing. They go, when women have problems, we're commonly discounted and told, yeah, that's okay, honey, it's just stress. So I managed to make it home. I don't know how, with the pain that I was in. I had a severe reaction again, hospital again, emergency, more drugs. This went on for about 3 weeks. I actually went, this is the hard part, I made it to my daughter's college graduation only to have collapsed at her graduation, and they had to take me to UCLA Medical Center. They were giving me drugs like you would not believe, and none of it was helping. Finally, I saw a neurologist that determined that my body was being addicted to these medications, and this is only a 2 or 3 week time frame. These medications were so strong that she put me on prednisone to break a cycle of the headaches. And it worked. It worked enough for me to start researching on what I can do. I found a company at the time where you were able to buy over-the-counter progesterone. So I did that. And unfortunately, about a month later, FDA shut that down, and I could no longer get it. But in the meantime, I'm learning about bioidentical hormones. And then I said, bioidentical hormone doctor near me. And it came up, Dr. Holtorf, and his clinic came up. I called, and he was, unfortunately, they were booked for 2 months. And I said, I'm desperate. I'm so sick, and I know that this is what it is. So they put me on the wait list. And sure enough, 2 days later, I got a call. We got an opening. I run down there. I bring whatever labs that I had from the previous incidents, and Dr. Whiteman took a look at that, immediately put me on estrogen and progesterone while I had to go back and get additional labs, but he got me started. Within 5 days, my entire symptoms just disappeared. I was a completely different person. It was like the sky opened up. 5 days. And what now makes sense to me in retrospect, the Prempro has estrogen and progestin in it. Progestin is a synthetic drug. My body resisted that. From that point, I also had to be treated for, insomnia. My adrenal glands had been shot. Within a month, all of these symptoms were gone.